made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City.
This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They'll run on first down. Pryor, and he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 24. Check 24. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Shift.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Block 54. I got you. No. Topper.
On second down, Samuel. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Check.
Now back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Set. 60 yard. You want to get down and see me. Whip. X3. 218. Chop. 5.
On first down, Samuel. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chicago.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're running it. Switch, switch, switch. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Now a give, right side. Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Yeah. Shoot. Blue draw Corkers. Five. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
After the turnover, here's Locke. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Rush in. Hey. Switch it. Come on, switch it. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. 80 weapon. Oh, hey, alert 3. Watch safety creeping. Rock it. Check 92.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, orbit. Clear. Yep. Let's go, defense. Our time. This our time. 52 is the mic right here, over there. Right? Ready.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 52. You run. Come. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Watch. Yeah.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Throw left side complete. It's Owens. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 61 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On the ready. Bravo. Watch QB jump. Mike 52. Hey, get it.
On 1st down, Locke. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
61, matchbox lights. Shoot. Hey, Mike 52. Ready, get it.
Locke now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Leo. Jet 25. Jet 25.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrison. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
132 fighter.
On second down now, Samuel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Lions will take over.
26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Go! 8-3.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go out. Hey, Alpha.
Clock now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Zipper.
Now Locke throwing on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Call it a gain of 12, but, of course, not a first down due to the previous penalty.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Check 52's the mic. Watch the run.
To throw on third down. Block. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. at the 3-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Let's go. 51, Mike 51.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check, lucky. Chopper. He's checking crack. Check. They go.
On 2nd down, Samuel. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And the Bears 1st down.
Let's go now. 60 or 54. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Get ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. The Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, come on out here, come get some.
They'll drop the throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Hey, lock it. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Go! 50, plant. Come on, D.
Play action. Now it's locked. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, lock. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Down. 90, Wolf. Snoop. Here we go. Shoot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
And that 15 lining. 15 lining. 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, wahoo!
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand-new ball game. Extra point right down the middle. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
The Lions take over. Come on, man. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play call is just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Lock to throw on 2nd down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Owens. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's Lock to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot, go. Use the mic. Check 50, use the mic. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Lock looks to throw it again. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack on first down, Lock looking for his running back, and he's got him. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 55, Mike 55. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight. Bravo. Go. Mike 5-5. Mike. You did it.
On 3rd and long, it's Lock. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run on first down. Samuel, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Sponge. No.
They'll keep it on the ground. Samuel, 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 3rd down, Samuel, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, exit. Mike part 2. Check pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but On offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Set. 10-2 stop. 54.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 49-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch the twist.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Samuel, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go, set, 30 base. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense, let's go. Check out, 6-6, pull it high. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check, cross, fight.
On 3rd down, Samuel, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. I smell fear in that offense. I smell snap.
In his end zone, here's Locke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
On the set. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Right.
On first down, Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. 54. You ain't got nothing. Go.
They'll run on first down. Samuel. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Samuel. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. On third down, Samuel. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the first down, or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Block will try again on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Ready, ready. Mike Bartu, Mike Bartu. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike, snap.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Ready,
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.